Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is secretly planning your success. And the truth is, most people are too busy worrying about their own lives to worry about yours. It sounds harsh, but this realization can become the most powerful moment of your life. Because the day you understand that nobody really cares is the day you finally start caring about your own growth. We spend so much of our lives trying to impress people who are not even paying attention. We worry about what they think, how they judge us, and whether they approve of our choices. But here is the truth most people discover too late. The world does not stop for anyone. Everyone is busy fighting their own battles, chasing their own dreams, and solving their own problems. And when you truly understand this, something incredible happens. Instead of wasting energy on seeking validation, you start investing that energy into becoming the best version of yourself. The truth that sets you free. Most people live their lives trapped in the invisible prison of other people's opinions. They constantly worry about what others might say, think, or judge. Because of this fear, they hide their real thoughts, suppress their dreams, and shape their behavior just to avoid criticism or rejection. But here is the truth most people eventually discover. Others are not thinking about you nearly as much as you imagine. Everyone is busy with their own problems, their own worries, and their own goals. Realizing this changes everything. When you understand that the world is not constantly watching you, a huge weight disappears from your mind. You stop performing for approval and start acting based on your own values. Instead of asking, "What will people think?" you begin asking, "Is this right for me?" That shift is powerful. It allows you to speak honestly, try new things, and pursue your goals without the constant fear of judgment. True freedom begins the moment you stop living for other people's opinions. It is the moment you give yourself permission to grow, make mistakes, learn, and improve. Because growth never happens inside the cage of approval. It happens when you step outside it and start living your life on your own terms. Stop waiting for applause. Many people delay their dreams because they are waiting for support, encouragement, or recognition from others. They want someone to believe in them first, to approve their choices, or to tell them they are on the right path. But the truth is, success rarely begins with applause. In the early stages, your work happens in silence, your effort goes unnoticed, and your progress remains invisible to the world. This is the phase where most people quit, because they mistake the absence of recognition for the absence of progress. But those who eventually succeed understand something important. They know that applause usually comes at the end, not at the beginning. The world celebrates results, not the long nights, the discipline, and the quiet persistence that created those results. This is why strong individuals do not depend on external validation. They learn to motivate themselves, to trust their path, and to keep moving forward even when nobody is watching. Real discipline is built in private moments, when there is no audience and no praise. It is developed through consistent action, patience, and belief in your own vision. When you continue working without recognition, you strengthen your focus and your character. And eventually, when the results become visible, the same world that once ignored your effort will start applauding your success. But by then, you will no longer need the applause, because you will already know your true worth. Your life is your responsibility. Blaming others for your situation may feel comforting in the moment. It gives you a temporary sense of relief, as if your struggles are someone else's fault. But the truth is, blame keeps you stuck. As long as you believe your life is controlled by other people, circumstances, or bad luck, you give away your power to change anything. Growth begins the moment you decide to take full responsibility for your life. Your future is shaped by the small choices you make every day. Your habits, your mindset, your effort, and the decisions you take quietly build the direction of your life. No one else can develop your discipline, no one else can control your attitude, and no one else can walk the path that belongs to you. When you realize this, something powerful happens. You stop waiting for someone to push you forward. The moment you stop expecting others to motivate you, rescue you, or guide every step, you take control of the steering wheel of your life. You begin to act with purpose, learn from your mistakes, and grow stronger with every challenge. Responsibility may feel heavy at first, but it is also the greatest form of freedom, because when your life becomes your responsibility, your future finally becomes your choice. Focus is your superpower. In a world full of distractions, focus has become rare. Every day, your attention is pulled in different directions: social media opinions, endless comparisons, and constant noise competing for your time and energy. Many people spend more time watching what others are doing than improving their own lives. As a result, their goals stay the same while their distractions continue to grow. But when you decide to focus on your own path, everything begins to change. Your energy becomes concentrated instead of scattered. Instead of worrying about other people's progress, you start investing your time in developing your own skills, expanding your knowledge, and strengthening your discipline. This shift may seem small, but it creates powerful momentum over time. Focus allows you to move forward while others remain distracted. Every hour you dedicate to learning, practicing, and improving becomes a step toward a stronger version of yourself. And while the world around you continues to chase noise and attention, your consistent focus quietly builds progress. In the end, focus is not just a skill. It is a superpower that turns ordinary effort into extraordinary results. Growth happens in silence. The most meaningful transformations in life rarely happen in public. They take place quietly, away from attention and recognition. While many people rush to display small achievements or seek approval for every step, real growth usually happens behind closed doors. It is developed through long hours of learning, practicing, failing, adjusting, and trying again. These moments are not exciting or glamorous, but they are where true progress is created. During this silent phase, it may sometimes feel like nothing is changing. There is no applause, no recognition, and often no one noticing the effort you're putting in. But this is exactly where discipline is strengthened and character is built. Every small improvement adds another layer to the person you are becoming, even if the world cannot see it yet. Over time, these quiet efforts begin to produce results that speak for themselves. The skills you develop, the knowledge you gain, and the resilience you build eventually become visible. And when people finally notice your progress, it may appear sudden to them, but you will know the truth, that your success was not created overnight. It was built slowly in silence.
Stop comparing your journey. Comparison is one of the fastest ways to destroy motivation. When you constantly look at someone else's success, you begin to feel like you are falling behind. Social media and public achievements often show only the highlights of people's lives, not the struggles, failures, and years of effort behind them. When you compare your entire journey to someone else's visible results, the comparison becomes unfair and discouraging. The truth is that every person is walking a different path. People start at different points, face different challenges, and move at different speeds. What takes one person 5 years might take another 10, and that does not make one journey more valuable than the other. Growth is not a race against others. It is a personal process of improvement. The only comparison that truly matters is the one you make with your past self. Ask yourself if you are learning more than before, thinking more clearly than before, and becoming stronger than you were yesterday. When your focus shifts from competing with others to improving yourself, your energy returns to where it belongs, your own growth. Over time, that mindset builds confidence, progress, and a journey that is truly your own. Invest in yourself relentlessly. The most valuable investment you can ever make is the one you make in yourself. Money can be lost, opportunities can disappear, and circumstances can change. But the skills, knowledge, discipline, and mindset you develop stay with you. They become personal assets that no one can take away. Every hour you spend learning something new or improving a skill adds long-term value to your life. Many people wait for the right time to start investing in themselves. They delay learning, avoid challenges, and remain comfortable with what they already know. But growth rarely comes from comfort. It comes from consistent effort, reading, practicing, studying, and pushing beyond your current limits. These small investments may not show immediate results, but over time they create powerful advantages. When you commit to improving yourself every day, you build a strong foundation for your future. Your knowledge expands, your confidence grows, and your ability to handle challenges improves. Opportunities begin to appear because you are becoming someone who is prepared to handle them. In the long run, the returns from self-investment are greater than any financial investment because they shape the person you become and the life you are able to build. Discipline beats motivation. Motivation is powerful, but it is also temporary. Some days you feel inspired and ready to work toward your goals. You feel excited, focused, and full of energy. But other days are different. You may feel tired, distracted, or discouraged. On those days, motivation fades quickly, and if you depend only on motivation, progress often stops. This is where discipline becomes far more powerful than motivation. Discipline does not depend on how you feel. It is the ability to continue doing what needs to be done, even when your emotions are not supporting you. It means showing up, putting in the effort, and staying committed to your goals regardless of your mood. The people who achieve extraordinary results
are not always the most talented or the most inspired. Often, they are simply the most consistent. They work on their goals when they feel motivated, but they also continue when motivation disappears. Day by day, that consistency creates progress that others cannot match. Over time, disciplined actions build habits, and habits build success. While motivation may help you start, discipline is what carries you forward. And when you rely on discipline instead of waiting for motivation, you create steady progress that eventually leads to powerful results. Your future self is watching. Every small decision you make today quietly shapes the person you will become tomorrow. The habits you form, the knowledge you gain, and the effort you choose to give each day slowly build the direction of your future. Even the choices that seem small or unimportant in the moment begin to create a pattern that either moves you closer to your goals or slowly pushes you away from them. When you become aware of this, your perspective begins to change. You start thinking beyond the present moment and consider the impact of your actions on the person you are becoming. Instead of choosing what is easiest or most comfortable, you begin choosing what will benefit your future self. This mindset turns ordinary actions, learning, practicing, staying disciplined, into powerful steps toward long-term growth. Over time, these consistent choices shape a stronger version of you, a version that is wiser because of the lessons learned, more capable because of the skills developed, and more confident because of the effort invested. Your future self is not created suddenly. It is built day by day through the decisions you make today. And when you stay committed to progress, you slowly become the person you once hoped to be. The power of self-focus. When you stop trying to impress everyone and start focusing on your own growth, life becomes simpler and more clear. You stop spending energy on pleasing others, worrying about opinions, or getting caught up in unnecessary drama. Instead, your energy goes toward things that truly matter, improving your skills, building your knowledge, and working steadily toward your goals. This shift has a powerful effect on your mindset. Your confidence grows because you trust yourself, not validation from others. Your focus sharpens because your priorities are aligned with your own growth, not distractions, and your decisions become clear, guided by purpose rather than fear of judgment. Over time, this self-focused approach produces results that speak for themselves. The same people who once ignored or doubted your efforts will begin to notice your progress. But by then, you won't be working for their approval. You'll already know your worth. Self-focus is not just a strategy. It is a way to reclaim your energy, sharpen your direction, and create meaningful success. So let me ask you something honestly. Are you still living your life trying to impress people who do not care? Or are you finally ready to focus on becoming the person you were meant to be? The moment you stop seeking attention from the world is the moment the world begins to notice your growth. If you think I provide you valuable content, then please like this video, follow, subscribe, and comment your thoughts in the comment section. Your support helps this channel grow and brings you more powerful growth doses.